Okay. Always, bro. Always. It's gotta have that lag on this. But anyway, we are starting a new project today. Really, this is, man, I didn't plan this whatsoever. Okay, so it's kind of like an interjection because I had something else that I thought I was going to be doing after I had gotten done with the one from yesterday. I have a follow up. Okay, I have a follow up to the last couple of messages that I was instructed to do. Okay, the last couple of projects that I put on the channel. Okay, one second. Coffee. Man, this need more sugar. I didn't even freaking test it yet until now. It needs more sugar. But anyway, um, so I have another audio I need to bring to y'all very soon, as soon as possible. But this one had to go ahead because this one was recorded today. Okay, what we're gonna go over today was recorded today, but I have what I was planning on bringing you today was entitled "The True Meaning of Denying Him Before Men." Okay, the true meaning of, so people are aware of what they're doing. Okay, we're instructed to bring clarity and understanding. All right, so that you are aware of what you're doing. All right, and it's the same thing with this message that I'm bringing today. All right, now that last message I just told you about, that was recorded on 8/22/24, so it was recorded recently. All right, now today I am to give you clarity and understanding again of the differences between the Most High, the everlasting, eternal living power, okay, the all benevolent one, versus the adversary who masquerades as an angel of light, okay? There's only one entity that does that, all right? The Most High is all good. All right, and we gonna go over it, bro, because like I said, I did not plan this. And now, oh, a disclaimer. I must give this disclaimer. This in no way is an attack towards anybody. Okay, I am not attacking people. All right, I'm attacking this belief system. All right, that the Most High is both good and evil. He is not. Okay, the everlasting, eternal, living power is all benevolent. There is no mixture of evil in that power, okay? In that energy, all right? Because we're dealing with energy, it is about energy, all right? So, the everlasting, eternal, living energy of love, life, and all things good is not evil in the least bit. But there is evil, negative energy, okay, that portrays itself as positive energy. All right? But I'm trying my best, people, to break this down as best as possible, okay, so that you can understand there is a difference. Okay, we must put a difference between good apart from evil. Okay, we gotta stop blending these things, and I'm instructed to make this crystal clear. All right, so I happen to be watching my brother Big Judah, and all respect goes out to Big Judah. All right, I ain't got no animosity against my brother. It's all love over here. All right. However, I am instructed to speak this word by the way of the Spirit. This is not to attack my brother. He does good work. Okay. I'm a fan of his channel. All right. I support his channel. Okay. Um. But however, I am to bring the reproof that I have received and applied to my life, the understanding and the clarity that there is a difference between good and evil. They are not blended one and the same, and on a deity as the Most High. No. Okay? So, um, this message was prompted upon my spirit to do, and that's why I'm here. Okay? Now, I did not plan that intro whatsoever. Let's go over here. Alright, and this is the video that I'm talking about. Okay? The source of great knowledge comes from Turtle Island. Egypt was taught this knowledge by our people. Now, he's absolutely right about that. Okay? He's absolutely right about that. And I be on one accord with my brother on many different things, okay? But this blending of good and evil, saying the Most High kills animals or the Most High brings plagues and all of these things, the Most High sends lying spirits, bruh, no. Okay, that's where I gotta speak out the truth on this. All right, because bro, we are at the end. Okay, so again, ain't no attack toward my brother. All right, but it's edification that I'm instructed to bring. Okay, now many people want to ghost my channel, and that's fine. Do you? All right, remain in ignorance. All right, because I'm not here in and of my own power. I'm only being obedient. Okay, I've been being obedient and I'm still being obedient to my maker. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and start this up. I ain't trying to talk forever.
So I'm watching my brother Big Judah. The source of great knowledge comes from Turtle Island. Egypt was taught this knowledge by our people. And I am in one accord with my brother, in unison, all the way up to when it starts being mixed, that good and evil starts being mixed. My brother saying that the Most High killed animals. No, the Most High don't do that. I'm sorry, my brother, but I gotta be honest. The Most High don't kill. No, will allow the animals to be killed, slaughtered, would allow people to be killed and slaughtered, okay, but doesn't do these things. Alright? I don't care that people want to think I'm arrogant for saying this in the way that I say it. Okay? They stop blending good and evil and putting that on the Most High. Alright? Because the Almighty, the everlasting power of love, life, and all things good, don't do such things. Okay? Does not do such. I'm sorry that people can't seem to grasp that there is an all benevolent power and then there is an evil, malevolent power that wants to portray himself as benevolent.
Alright. Now, you see how my computer, being slow as hell, didn't know it was going to have to refresh the page. But you see, benevolent, it refreshed this. I don't want it refreshed. Okay. Alright. Benevolent, okay? The benevolent power, alright? Well meaning and kindly, okay? Good natured, kind hearted, warm hearted, tender hearted, big hearted, good natured, good, gracious, tolerant, benign, compassionate, caring, sympathetic, considerate, thoughtful, well meaning, alright, accommodating, helpful, decent, neighborly, public spirited, charitable, alright, humane, alright, generous, alright, unselfish, ungrudging, alright, open-handed, free, alright, bountiful, alright, beneficent, alright, bounteous. Now, this is the everlasting power of love, life, and all things good. That it is a benevolent energy, okay? A benevolent energy. Now, You need to understand. Let's start here. After they had sinned, they were still in Eden for a few days. And during that brief interlude, they were then dealing with the Son of the Most High, because he is the one to deal with sin. But they could not distinguish the difference. 1 second. I need to go get some more sugar for my coffee, bro. I could have sworn I put enough sugar in it, but it don't taste like it has sugar in it at all. The record says that upon leaving Eden, they began to be aware that somehow God felt different, okay? The Most High Power. They began to be aware that somehow the Most High Power felt different, all right? He followed them out of Eden. The Son, okay? Christ conscience, all right? Understand, they have Christ conscience right now. All right, that is the Most High going with you, okay? The Messiah, the one that deals with sin, okay? Followed them out of Eden. Now he healed a hurt finger, and the wind could blow upon his garments to make them move. Also, now he was comforting to them in a new way. So he began to be thought of as, quote, Moza, the God that goes with me. Okay? And his presence was comforting and carried a strong effect of bringing newness and healing. So he was associated in their minds with a sweet, clear, running water. Let me read it again. So he was associated in their minds with sweet, clear, running water. When you have a clear conscience, because you're not doing evil, it will be like sweet, clear, running water. But if you're out here doing evil to people, even if it's on a down low, even if they don't know, and you manipulating people and all of these things that's been going on in today's day and age, you are not going to have a mind that is sweet, clear, running water. No, you're going to have a whole bunch of demons tormenting you. And this is why you run from your conscience. Okay? You run because you're being tormented by your own wickedness. Alright? And this world gives you many pleasures in order to help you tune out your conscience. The name Moza encompasses all that. And in their new world, where animals preyed upon one another, funny how we live in a capitalistic society where now humanity is preying upon one another like they're animals, right? And they're also feeding on animals, right? You are what you eat, right? And in their new world, where animals preyed upon one another, and the elements could be severe and threatening, they could distinguish that Moza was entirely non-threatening and was absolutely harmless, like a baby lamb. And when a lamb spoke to them one day, the Lord began to embody that feeling of harmlessness. Before the time of the flood, Christ was first known as Moza the Lamb. Before the time of the flood, the Hamashiach, Christ consciousness again, alright? Because he's the one that went with them out of the garden, okay? In their minds, clear, sweet, clear running water, okay? He was known as Motza the Lamb. Prior to this, when the Most High Power was standing before them in Eden, our first parents had taught to one another during their courtship about who the Most High was. And in answer to these thoughts, the Most High said to them, quote, I am loving kindness, end quote. I am loving kindness. This is what he said to Moses when answering the same question. All that has survived from that encounter on Sinai is the answer, I am. See, they cut off the loving kindness for a reason, people. They want you to think of the Most High as some kind of evil dictator. Okay? But no. Many people are hella confused. And it's no wonder why, alright? I mean, we've been lied to for centuries. Okay? A whole false ass reality was forced upon all humanity. Moses already knew that the Most High Power existed. He was looking for a name. I am loving kindness is a very personal name, and it is said Inakased, or Inaki, Anoki. I am loving kindness. Okay? The Most High is loving kindness. Alright? So let me go back just a tad bit. We're gonna go into a little bit more. 1 second.
Does not do such. I'm sorry that people can't seem to grasp that there is an all benevolent power and then there is an evil, malevolent power that wants to portray himself as benevolent. And this is what is confusing people. Okay?
Now, this is what's confusing people. Alright, this is going to be from the Holy Megalia, Nasirian Bible of the Essene Way. Okay? And this is the scripture if you want to get it and look it up. Alright, Lucifer communed with his master Satan because Lucifer was a created being. He was a celestial being who had free agency. Okay? He had free agency and he chose to rebel. He chose to rebel against the almighty power. Alright? Because of his pride, his ego, alright? His lower carnal nature, which is Satan. Okay? Everybody has a higher and a lower nature. Okay? You can operate in your highest nature and be in tune with the Most High Almighty Power, the living power, or you can operate in your lower carnal nature, which is Satan. Okay? The adversary. Now, Lucifer communed with his master Satan. You cannot serve two masters. Okay? You either serve the Most High Power, walk uprightly, moralistically, okay? Love one another as you love yourself, okay? Selflessness, okay? Instead of selfishness, all right? Generous, kind, all right? Compassionate, merciful, all right? These attributes, you would actually have to have these attributes to be in tune with the Most High Almighty Power, operating in your higher power. Okay? your higher nature. All right? If you're doing that, then he will be your master. The great spirit, the infinite power of love, life, and all things good, that will be your master when you're operating in your higher nature. Okay? But when you're communing with your master, Satan, your lower carnal nature, all right, everything you think and do is for your flesh. All right, it has nothing to do with your spirit and or spiritual matters. It's all dealing with this carnal, superficial reality. Okay? And physical, fleshly things, tangible things. All right? So, just like Lucifer, many people these days, because of what Lucifer did, crafty counsel, all right, commune with his master Satan. And behold, the voice of the serpent spoke within Lucifer. His lower carnal nature began speaking to him, all right, saying, quote, let my priests mix good with evil. Okay? So this is where you get that ideology that there is good and evil on a deity. Okay? This was crafty counsel by Lucifer, submitting to his lower carnal nature and having his minions mix good with evil. All right? Crafty. He knew, for it is in the robes of good, that I shall dress my seeds. Okay? And only one thing is truly needful to enslave humanity. Let's find out what that is. He must be made to eat the flesh of animals. For then we can enter his body and enjoy his senses. Yeah, and we can whisper in his head, and he will believe that our words are his own thoughts. No matter if his scriptures declare love one another, as long as he eats flesh, he will be unable to follow those words. So now you can see why there's fast food restaurants all over the place selling the dead, mutilated body parts of innocent animals. It's a billion-dollar industry keeping humanity dead in spirit. Walking zombies. The walking dead. You are what you eat, you know. And yet, because we mix those good words into his scriptures, our religion of blood sacrifice is made more palatable to the young souls we wish to ensnare. So now you Christians and many people walking around here believing that blood sacrifice is benevolent. You are deeply deceived. Most people would not knowingly worship Lucifer and or Satan instead of the Most High, following the promised anointed one, the Good Shepherd, if they knew better. But they don't know better. They are in ignorance. Therefore, Lucifer would pretend that he was God. He would call himself Yahweh and tell them that he was their creator. He would establish the priesthood of the serpent on this world, which is the satanic priesthood of the dark path. Okay? So you gotta understand what world you've been living in. Lucifer got his time, okay? And during his time, he had to use deception in order to get people to worship him, all right? The Most High don't use deception for you to worship him, okay? No. We have free agency given to us, and we can freely choose how we live our life. And how we live our life directly lines up to who it is we serve. The highest manifestation of worship is obedience. So, who are you obedient to? Are you obedient to your higher self or your lower carnal nature? That's up to you. Now we're gonna listen to this one more time, or actually, let me see where I'm at. Let's see here.
This is why you are confused.
Yes.
Because of the masquerader. Alright? Pay attention to the masquerader. You need to understand that there is a benevolent power that is not evil whatsoever, but uses the evil that's done for good. That is a huge difference. Okay, than what my brothers is saying.
Now we're gonna go over this as well. Alright. And this is the power that masquerades as an angel of light. That would be Satan. That would be the adversary, people. Okay? How else do you think he could deceive the whole world? Like I said, and like the scripture says, most people ain't gonna knowingly worship Satan. Okay? You have to be deceived into worshiping him. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back. I gotta heat my coffee up and get some sugar. I'm heating up my coffee and getting a little bit more sugar in it. Thank you for your patience, people. Give me just a moment, okay? Give me just a moment. It won't take me too long. you'd be so kind, give me like 2 more minutes, not even that. Ooh, it's time to set the captives free. All those who will take heed, that is, because we don't force anything. Now, thank you very much for your patience, people. I really appreciate it. Alright, now we're about to get into this right here. The unholy law of lust. Okay, the unholy law of lust. Alright, let me see where we're at in the audio. 1 second.
A huge difference.
1 second.
Okay, then what my brothers is saying.
Let me take it back one more time, people, so you can get the whole context.
Pay attention to the Masquerader. You need to understand that there is a benevolent power that is not evil whatsoever, but uses the evil that's done for good. That is a huge difference. Okay, then what my brothers is saying. A huge difference. Bruh, let me just play this.
Hold on. Before we get into that, alright? Before we get into that, now I had to close it out of the YouTube. I'll bring it back up when we need to, okay? Because it's laggy on my PC. Satan responsible for every disease, okay? The unholy law of lust, okay? Alright, and you know they spell his name this way, Yeshua. Alright, there's other texts that call him Isa. Alright, but these are older than your compiled gospel. This is from the Essene Humane Gospel of Christ, okay? The Essene Humane Gospel of Christ. You can see it up here. Alright, and you can look it up. The Essene Humane Gospel. Okay? And Yahusha departed into another place and continued to demonstrate the healing power of the holy law. And he opened the eyes of the physical and spiritual blind, and even cured men possessed with demons, left for mad. For it was Satan's unholy laws that brought forth every manner of disease and infirmity on earth, even called by name in the holy book of Solomon. But Yahusha healed with the power of nature, and did use the herbs and the stones and the pure waters of every stream, healing much sickness among the people, and instructing the people in the healing property of every fruit and grass, which the Most High giveth to men for long life and perfect health. Okay? Not dead bodies. He never gave us corpses to eat as a food source. That is asinine. Okay? We are not vampires. Alright? We're not vultures. Okay? We're not supposed to be animalistic. We are instructed to be holy. Okay? Righteous. Alright? Pure. Okay? We are spirit beings wrapped in mortal flesh. So we are instructed to walk in the spirit, not in our carnal flesh. Okay? And when Yahusha saw the multitudes, he was moved with deep compassion for them, because they were without knowledge of the holy laws of the Most High, but were in bondage to the unholy laws of lust, even unto Satan the evil one. Blood sacrifice is evil, and it came from the evil one. Okay? 1 second. It was then he said unto his disciples, quote, the harvest is truly plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray you therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth more laborers into his harvest. For I tell you, the blind guides leadeth the sons of men into death. For how doeth the blind leadeth the blind in any other manner? Tiggy, stop messing with the blinds. Stop messing with the blinds. 1 second, people. So you got stuff like this going on in Christianity and in all your religions. Alright? Even in your government. Okay? That which you've been taught all your life. Okay? Be careful when you blindly follow the masses without questioning your reality. Not questioning the reality that you've been presented. Okay? Yeah, they are the children of darkness, wherein no light can dwell, and they taketh many with them into the depths of hell, for they speak only according to the lie, the unholy laws of Satan, inventor of every disease and plague. Your governments are lying. Your religious people are lying. Your religious institutions, all right, those who set themselves up in authority over you are lying to you. They all speak according to the lie. They're all up under unholy laws of Satan. They're all a participant in the invention of every disease and plague. And then Yahusha's disciples prayed for more laborers to be sent into the harvest, for they understood his words, that the Pharisees and scribes, those who set themselves up in authority, were misleading the multitudes. of the Israelites at this time. They being many, okay? They being many. All right? The Pharisees and scribes, all right, were many. It was many of these Pharisees and scribes. And they were misleading the multitudes of the Israelites at that time. But these days, the religious leaders and all those who set themselves up in authority, who have all the money, who's living lavishly, all right, those people who are on top of the economy and all of these things, okay, they are misleading the multitudes of humanity, okay, they being many, all right, leading many of the multitudes away, but the true prophets being few, okay? And this doesn't, because we know that it's 1% of those who control the world, so don't get it twisted, people. However, the way that they are doing it, you are only getting pretty much what they say, okay? It's everywhere, all around you, okay? It's your whole freaking reality. From the school system, to your religious institutions, to your medical industry, to scientism, all right? All of it, okay? All of it. Your media, okay? Your so-called news, okay? All of it, people. All of it, all right? So even though it's a handful, like just a few that, you know, is ruling the world, the way that they've done it is through, bro, your whole reality has been constructed. You know, Satan is no dummy, okay? He is no dummy, all right? He's ignorant, but he ain't no dummy. Now, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. There. You need to understand that Satan deceives by all means. Okay? Your food industry, that was another one, okay? Alright? Your media, your science, your religion, your schools, your politics, your music industry, your modern Bibles, all your freaking religious text, okay? Quote unquote. Alright? But all the sacred Hebrew text, you know, nothing physical is going to be the infallible word of God. Okay? Nothing physical, nothing tangible is going to be infallible. Okay? No. None of us are perfect. I ain't claiming I'm perfect. I am not infallible. When I go back and listen to some of my videos, sometimes I say the wrong word, than what I was meaning. Okay? It happens because I'm not infallible. Okay? I'm a human being. I'm mortal. That means I'm subject to making mistakes. Okay? But the eternal living word of the Most High, that ain't fallible whatsoever. All right? It doesn't change. It is on one accord from beginning to the end. Okay? Everlasting. All right? And that word can be found throughout the creation and within his willing vessels of honor who choose to live his word. Okay? There's a huge difference between what I'm doing and religion, because this has nothing to do with religion. A set of dogmatic belief systems. All right? That I done blindly believed. And I'm holding to these things to the day I die. Nah, bruh. I got real faith. Okay? Because what I've been given has been confirmed by way of the Spirit. All right? Now, for I tell you, the blind guides leadeth the sons of men into death. For how in the hell can the blind lead the blind in any other manner? Yeah, they are all children of the darkness, wherein there is no light can dwell. And they taketh many with them into the depths of hell. For they speak only according to the lie. the unholy laws of Satan, inventor of every disease and plague. All right? And Yahushua's disciples prayed for more laborers to be sent into the harvest, for they understood Yahushua's words that the scribes and Pharisees were misleading the multitudes of people. All right? But the true prophets, the true ones that speak his living word by the way of the Spirit, the true ones that he can use because we are obedient, okay? His sheep hear his voice and we follow, all right? We stop doing the things that are grievous unto him so that he can use us. Okay, yes, us. All right? We're few. But you don't want to listen to us. You cast us off as if we're nothing. And then his disciples brought him 2 small baskets of bread and fruit and a pitcher of fresh water. And Yahushua set the bread and the fruit and also the water before the multitude. And they all did eat and drink and were filled. Now, the wicked has corrupted what you read in the Bible when they claim that the Messiah fed the multitude with 2 dead fish and bread. Blasphemy. Straight blasphemy. How bold and arrogant the adversary be. And the disciples marveled, for each had enough and to spare, and there were 4,000 among them numbered. And Yahushua said unto them, so also it shall be with the harvest. For although the harvest is indeed plentiful, few laborers shall gather in the harvest, because there's only few of us upon the earth willing to be obedient. It ain't because we are setting ourselves in authority over people. It ain't because we think we're better than others. We just use our free agency to be obedient to the eternal living power. So you think about that whatever you want to think about that. So also it shall be with the harvest. For although the harvest is indeed plentiful, few laborers shall gather in the harvest. And yet shall all be filled and satisfied. For none shall hunger, nor thirst for righteousness, that shall not be fed. For out from a little shall a great multitude be fed, and out from a great multitude shall the little be replenished. Is this another receipt for the elm and the vine? Receipts popping up all over the place, right? For know ye, the very angels of the Most High are the reapers of the harvest, and they leadeth the holy ones to every seed of the Most High, spread out over the earth, even as the 4 holy winds above. Yea, they maketh the light to shine forth, and the sheep see the light, and knoweth it comes from the Most High eternal living power. For ye are the light bearers of the holy way, the non-profaned way, the non-corruptible way, the non-perverted way. By thy light The roadway shall be made clear for the righteous seed to follow thee. Henceforth let thy light shine forth and be seen. For no man covereth a lantern with a sack, lest the light be hidden. These people want so much to try to diminish my light, but I'ma keep shining. Know ye this day, ye are the light of the world, and my sheep looketh to thy light. Feed my sheep, even as the good shepherd has instructed you. For mine angels shall deliver unto you many in want of the Hamashiach and his truth. Feed my sheep, yeah, feed my little lambs. And all those listening to the Messiah's words departed shouting praises of joy to the Most High Power, the everlasting, eternal, living power, for all they have heard and seen. Now, I need to bring up the video again. Again, it ain't no hate toward my brother. I love my brother. Alright? Wow. The hell? Oh, now I ain't trying to watch no compilation, bro. One second. Oh, yeah. History. So, this video right here is what you're going to be listening to the audio clip from. Let's see.
Pay attention to them.
I went back that far? 1 second.
Bruh, let me just play this.
Yeah.
This death angel was killing the firstborn of animals. You'd have a flock of animals, and they all looked the same to you, but the Most High knew which ones were the firstborn, and he killed those animals too.
Bruh, you see what I'm saying? That is straight up blasphemy. Okay? That's blasphemy against the eternal power of love, life, and all things good. You gotta understand, the Most High does not kill. Okay? The everlasting almighty power does not kill. Death, destruction, pain, agony, murder, freaking mistreatment, suffering, all of these things don't come from that power. All them things come out of the free agency that was given us from that power. Okay?
Now, there's a few things upon my spirit. Alright? Now, this is from the Hamashiach, the Messiah. Alright? Some call him Jesus, some call him Yahusha, some call him Yahushai. It don't matter as long as you are being obedient to what he says, okay? We are to be obedient to his teaching, alright? Because he all he did was come to the earth to demonstrate the eternal law that we were instructed to keep, okay? So we're to follow suit, alright? His sheep hear his voice and we follow. Alright? So now he says, listen to me, you children. Alright? Because we're supposed to be humble like a child. Okay? So this is how he speaks to us. You know, kind of like reminding us. We're to be humble like a child. Don't be so pompous. Don't be so arrogant. Don't be so puffed up in your pride and your arrogance. Like you such a responsible adult. You so intelligent. You got your accolades and your degrees. You've been on this earth for such and such and such amount of years, and you done learned all of this. And like, bruh, You can't be retaught by way of the Spirit when you are like that. Okay? So your ego, your arrogance, and all of that is going to block you from hearing by way of the Spirit. Alright? So we got to humble ourselves like little children. Unfortunately, I was always a child at heart. Alright? So it was much easier for me than it is most people. Okay? Um, I don't say that to say I'm better than people, but the Most High marked me. Okay, I was marked. That's why my life was way different. Okay, but I still had to answer the call on my life. I still had to be obedient. Okay, um, so now listen to me, you children. For blessed are they who guard my ways. Listen to discipline. Become wise, and do not refuse it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my door. For whoever finds me shall find life, and obtain favor from the Great Spirit. But he who sins against me injures himself. All who hate me love death. Okay? So we have free agency, people. Righteousness is not forced. Clearly you have your free agency to hate. Okay? 1 second. Give me one moment. I flow by way of the Spirit. You know how I am. Do not engage in war. Okay. Do not eat. Now, doctrines of Joshua and his death. Alright, we're not going to read all of this. Just this part up here. The Most High said, these are my doctrines as I have taught through Joshua, I'm guessing. Thou shalt keep the 10 commandments of Moses. Thou shalt not engage in war, nor bet war. Okay? So people use the Bible, like as it gives them validation to go to war and do all of these things, and they think that they are serving the most high power. They think because they got the most powerful military that the most high power must be protecting them. Bruh, you are in a very strong delusion. The power that I serve is not about death and destruction and bloodshed, okay? We are instructed not to engage in war, nor bet war, alright? Thou shalt eat no flesh of any animal, or fish, or bird, or fowl, or creeping thing, which the Most High created alive, okay? Now, love thy neighbor as thyself, and do unto thy fellow man as thou wouldest have him do unto you. Thou shalt return good for evil, and pity to them that sin. It has been said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I say return good for evil. Okay? So you want to pride yourself talking about, I ain't no Christian. I don't turn the other cheek. I'm going to do to you what you do to me. How the hell is that going to put an end to wickedness? That just perpetuates it. That just keeps it going. Alright? But if you're one to stop and go within yourself and self master yourself, okay? Line yourself up with a great spirit and his attributes, begin to walk in it, then you are not going to do anything to anyone, regardless of what they do to you. And then you will be divinely protected. And your adversary, the one that attacked you and came against you, they're going to reap their just desserts, but you won't have any blame on you. There won't be no blame. How can you be blamed for what they do? They're going to reap their just desserts, but you're going to be rewarded for refraining from doing evil, even though evil was done to you. See, many people don't want to live like that. They live in the here and now. They don't think about consequences. Okay? But I think about consequences. I think about the eternal law. I think about eternity, not the here and now. This is a dagger to polygamy. The man shall have but one wife, and the woman but one husband. Okay, I got many daggers against the brothers that want to mistreat the daughters of Zion. All right, understand, people. There's been a lot of sorcery that's happened upon this earth to cause people to be completely freaking lost and, confused. We have free agency, okay? Now, let me see where I'm at in this audio, because I know I'm going to be bringing this out.
So because of our free agency...
Oh, there was something else. One more thing. Okay? So, I was instructed to show you this in black and white. Alright? It's the devil that comes to kill, steal, and destroy, not the Most High. Okay? The Most High don't kill. The Most High don't destroy. Okay? All of this comes from the adversary. Alright? Robbery, stealing, alright? Killing, destroying, destruction, alright? The destroyer, alright? All of that comes from the adversary. But the Great Spirit allows it, okay, for a higher purpose, in order to do good out of it, okay? Allows the evil to happen in order to purge evildoers, okay? Thou knowest the 10 Commandments. Do not commit adultery. All you brothers in polygamy, you are in adultery, because you had a wife and you put her aside. Even though you're still having sex with her, you're still having relations with her, but you had eyes for another woman, okay? And you acted upon it, and you moved another woman or 2 or 3 into your home with your first wife. Therefore, you are committing adultery. Okay? Do not kill. Your philosophy don't matter. Want to try to put a difference between murder, killing, unaliving, and all of these things. Bro, when you take a life, you take a life. Okay? When you shed blood, you shed blood. Alright? He said, do not kill. Do not shed blood. Okay? Do not take a life. Alright? Do no one any harm. Okay? Do no harm. Do not steal. Okay? Do not bear false witness. Defraud not. Honor the Great Spirit's words. Okay? Honor your heavenly father and your earthly mother. Okay? Take care of the earth. Don't pollute the earth. Don't mistreat the earth that provides substance for the creation. Respect the earth. Respect our Maker, the Maker of our spirit, the giver of the breath of life, the giver of consciousness. Fear not them which can kill the body. Only evil, wicked people will seek to kill. Okay? Only the wicked seek to kill. Why would the righteous fear them? Because we know we have a higher power on our side. And even if they do kill our physical body, they are not able to kill our soul. But rather reverence him which is able to allow your soul to be destroyed, okay? And that's not like a physical thing. You know, you got to understand there's different meanings of this word destroy. People destroy themselves, okay? You can be in a state of destruction, all right? It doesn't mean that your soul literally goes away. No. But you're going to be in a mental state of destruction, okay? Because of your own damn wickedness. He allows this, okay? So you can just imagine, all right? You can't get away from your conscience convicting you, all right? You're going to be in a state of being destroyed, all right? It's everything that you've been sowing, all right? Constant reminder of that. Constant experiences of that. You remember the movie It's a Wonderful Life? And how he was taken through his life experiences, reliving it? Okay? And you're not going to be able to get away from the turmoil and the suffering and all of the things that you cause on other people. Alright? That is the hell that you will experience. That's the hell that wicked people will experience. And they cannot get away from it. Bruh. I don't like the way that they did this. Hold on. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death. All right, so he didn't destroy him. Clearly, he's still a living entity. You know, the adversary. He's not really destroyed. He just has no power. Okay, so you see these terms that they use to try to blend good and evil and put that on the Most High. Put that on the promised anointed one who became an ascended master. Alright? All he did was overcome the power of the devil. Okay? That don't mean he destroyed the devil. Alright? It's just that the devil has no power over him. Okay? You have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But it goes even deeper than that. You are not even to be angry at your brethren. Okay? Because then you still gonna be in danger of that judgment. The same with men or women who are married and you're looking, at someone else. Even if you don't act on it, when you look with your eyes and you have a desire for someone else, you have committed that sin in your heart. Okay? Bruh, they are so wicked. These people are so wicked. All right? You're not supposed to give any place to the devil. That's why we're here, to sew up all the loopholes and give you the fullness of the gospel crystal clearly. Okay? Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. And what he meant by fulfill is demonstrate. Don't mean that the law is gone away now that he came to the earth and he died and rose. You think that the law is out the window now? No, it's not. You still have to keep the eternal law of love. Okay? You still got to have compassion in your heart. Mercy, empathy, kindness, goodness. These things. Alright? You still got to refrain from doing to others things you would not want done to yourself. For if you don't reverence that law and you break that law, then you are in danger of reaping great destruction that you are bringing upon yourself. Submit yourselves to the Most High Power. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Again, lay not up for yourselves treasures on this earth. Why are you pining after money and saving it in savings accounts? In freaking safety deposit boxes. In your in-home safes. Like, bruh, that is not what we were instructed to do in our mortality. Okay? Now, it's like they put every keyword that the devil was in, okay? They just put the devil keyword, all right? Every scripture that 100 or 608 instances, they just put, but that's still not what I said. I said the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy, all right? So, I don't understand why they brought all this other stuff up, bruh. It's Satan that comes to kill, steal, and destroy, not the Most High. Okay, it is not mixed. All right, so understand who mixed it. Okay, so this is why humanity is confused. All right, because Lucifer communed with his lower carnal nature, Satan. All right, and said, "Let my priests mix good with evil, for it is in the robes of good that I shall dress my seeds." Okay, and only one thing is truly needful to enslave the mind and the spirit of humanity. He must be made to eat the flesh of animals, because you are what you eat. And when you eat animals, when you eat dead bodies, you begin to sear your conscience. Okay, you become demon possessed. All right. Yeah, the demons found that they could pierce the light shield of creatures who fell from the fleshless diet to a diet of flesh. And once they entered the light ovum, your aura, okay, behold, they could enter even the physical body of the unsuspecting host. And by entering the body of a host, look, the demons gain two things. One, they may now whisper in the mind of their host. Two, they may experience vicarious thrills through the sense organs of their host. All right? Now, this is parasites that get in your body when you eat dead bodies. Dead bodies have to decay. No matter how much you cook a dead body, it still has to decompose. And during the decomposing process, it produces maggots and all kinds of abominable parasites and worms. So now your gut is infested with all kinds of maggots, worms, and abominable parasites. These are manifested demons that can whisper in your mind and also take part in the vicarious thrills that you do, such as sex. Okay? They're enjoying that as well. All right? They experiencing them orgasms as well. Okay? I also perceive the remedy for this great evil, a return to the fleshless diet. For once a being rejects the flesh diet of the demons are forced to flee. Yeah, the demons are forced to flee because according to the eternal law, they cannot be within the light ovum. Okay? Now, that's just another receipt, people. Okay? Now, let's find out where we are. Yes.
So because of our free agency, we're able to live our life and do things. Okay? The benevolent power ain't no dictator. Alright? However, there is an eternal law that we are instructed to keep. Alright? And if we do not keep that eternal law of love and, not doing to others things we would not want done to ourselves, then there's the other part of that eternal law, which is reaping the things that we sow. Okay? It is directly connected to how we live our life. So if we are obedient to this benevolent power and we love our neighbors as we love ourselves, we never do to others evil things that we would not want done to ourselves. Anything that we would not want done to ourselves that we do to somebody else, guess what? That is evil. Okay? That's evil. When you do something to others that you know you will not want done to yourself, that is evil. And when you do evil, you are going to reap evil.
Don't you realize that taking away free agency is evil? See, everybody has free agency to live their life how they see fit. But when they begin to tread upon others' free agency, they commit evil. So understand, your government and all of these people who establish themselves in authority over all humanity and all creation, they're doing great evil because they have taken away free agency. Those who establish the economic system, understand, they have done great evil because they have taken away free agency. They have forced all humanity to care about money. Yes, they did. For if they didn't care about money, then they would perish. They would waste away. They would be in poverty. Okay? And most people ain't willing to do what I'm doing and embrace the poverty because I got to take a stand against the power that's been set up on this earth as, the almighty dollar. Okay? I don't worship that God. Therefore, I have to take stand against that God. All right? Because I wholeheartedly worship a different power. All right? And the power that I worship and obey has instructed for me to do what I'm doing. And I trust in that power. Okay? So, there is great destruction coming upon the wicked who established this economic system, forcing everybody to cherish money. All right? But understand the fact that, some of you would claim that you don't cherish money, but you cherish your family. You cherish your life. Okay? The Messiah told you, he that gains his life is going to lose it. But he that loses his life for my sake will gain it. All right? Everything that you're doing in this world that we're living in right now is all in vain. If it's dealing with materialistic things and money, okay? Saving it. What, like prepping and all of these things. All of that's in vain. It's superficial. Okay? Because when your time is up, your time is up. And no amount of your money or your materialistic things, your prepping and all of these things that you've done, that you were able to do because you work so hard for your money, okay? You're trusting in money. And you don't realize it because it was subtle deception. And it was forced. It was forced upon you in order for you to sustain your life. But you don't realize how it's also ensnared your soul. Because many of you refuse to humble yourselves in order to unlearn the wisdom of this world and relearn by way of the Spirit. And then make the determination and the choice to take a stand on the side of righteousness and use your resources, that which you have an abundance of, that which you have obtained, use it for righteousness' sake. Okay? Like if you refuse to do that, then you are going to reap what you have been sowing and all that your forefathers have sown. Okay? It's as simple as that, people. I had to interject that free agency thing. All right? You are not to take away others' free agency. You are not to force others to do what you do. Okay? That is abominable. All right? Nobody is more powerful than the almighty eternal power that gave us all free agency. What makes you think that you have the right to take that away from others? It's evil. The Great Spirit is not a dictator and forces things. What makes you think that you can force things and be justified in it? You're not going to be justified in it. You're going to be judged for that. Okay?
And the Great Spirit, the benevolent power, allows it. For good reason. That's not evil. The benevolent power allowing us to reap what we sow is not evil in the least bit. It is love. It is infinite love. That's divine love. And that is all powerful. You say, how is it all powerful? Because, bruh, you want to believe free agency means that you can just do whatever the hell you want to do and there ain't no repercussions that's ever going to come back upon you. Well, you're wrong about that. And then there's others that's like, well, shit happens. So you see it as just random occurrence. You win some, you lose some. Like, bruh, you people psych yourselves out in all of these strong ass delusions. Okay?
Now, I want to touch on something. That ideology, the free agency, many people are confused on that. All right? So you think that you can do without wilt, without repercussion. All right? When you're following Aleister Crowley, you know that's a wicked ass dude. All right? He mistreated a whole bunch of children. Okay? That is crazy as hell. He claimed to be liberated off of abusing children. Okay? Sexually abusing them. Alright? You got celebrities that wear Aleister Crowley shirts. Alright? Right in your face. And, many people don't even know who this wicked ass dude was. But anyway, you gotta understand that do without wilt is a satanic doctrine which leaves off as long as it's not harmful to others. Alright? So yes, we have free agency to live our lives the way we see fit, but we are not to use our free agency to harm others and or prevent others in their free agency. I don't have any kind of memes or anything on this do without wilt, so I had to look it up. All right. But even if I type in free agency, Google ain't gonna do it. It doesn't do it justice. I never looked this up before. Let's see. Do without will kind of does mean do what you want, but not in a heathenistic sense. The idea is that one's true will aligns with the divine order. Okay? You're like we have the free agency to choose righteousness, people. It's not free agency to choose wicked. You can choose wickedness, but understand that you're gonna reap the wickedness that you sow. Okay? No. Of course, there's not much you can find with Google. They hide a lot. All right, but what I'm giving you is by way of the spirit, but it can be, verified a little bit here. All right, and it's personal freedom, but not in a hedonistic sense. All right. Is the idea is that one's true will aligns with the divine order, but however, if you choose to go contrary to the divine order, then by your choice, you chose to become an adversary, okay, to the divine. All right, now, and then you want to masquerade yourself as an angel of light when you a whole damn devil, okay? This has been happening a lot. There's many people portraying themselves to be good when really they're evil. Okay? Good people don't pretend to be evil at all. All right? If you're really good, if you are actually a good person, there ain't no point in time that you gonna be pretending to be evil. All right, unless you were trying to prove a point, unless you were given an illustration like Sister Pat does. All right, sometimes because she's led to do that to make people understand that Satan don't come with horns and a tail. Okay, but she lets you know that, hey, this is what I'm doing. All right, it is. But when someone all of a sudden starts being evil, understand that that is who they are. All right, even though sometimes they'll portray themselves as good, the moment that mask falls off, and you see the evil, understand that that's who they truly are. Okay? And they're only temporarily wearing a mask in order to deceive people. All right? That's what evil people do. All right? A second. Oh goodness. See if I can find what I'm looking for right quick. Alright, this right here. Evil can pretend to be good and kind, but good and kind people cannot pretend to be evil. Alright? Again, unless they are proving a point and they let you know that they're proving a point. Okay? So when you see evil behavior in someone, believe it. That is who they really are. Okay? It's just that their mask falls off temporarily. Okay? And for good reason, because that's the Most High trying to show you who these people really are. Okay?
You hate your maker that much. You hate the giver of the breath of life that much. You hate the giver of consciousness that much. That you really, oh my God, I cannot with you people, bro. I can't with you.
It's like you wanna pollute and pervert the holy name of the Most High in order to have an excuse to be evil. You know? And that ain't gonna fly no more. 'Cause his real ones are here to shine the light on this. Okay? So now evil people ain't gonna be able to hide any longer. Because we're shining a light on this. And again, this ain't no shots at my brother, Big Judah. Alright? This is to clarify. This is to edify. Alright? Bring clarity and understanding of the deception that has happened. Because I don't think that my brother is deliberately out here blaspheming the name of the Most High. No. He's doing it because that's what he's been taught. Okay? And he doesn't hold to a lot of things that he's been taught. So I know that, we all elevate at different times. So it's not to say that my brother won't ever come into this realization. All right? But I'm here to speak this word, people. It's not to attack my brother. It's not to tear him down. All right? I elevate my brethren. Okay? But that don't mean that I'm going to be silent on the things that I'm instructed to speak out on. Okay? So let's continue.
Like, I just don't get how you people can't see what I'm saying. It's so evidently crystal clear. You have been given free agency. And your free agency, it comes with a responsibility, okay? And if you don't want to take responsibility for your actions, then responsibility is going to be taken for your actions, whether you want it or not, okay? And that is that eternal law that's set in motion. And the time intervals, because you gotta understand there's time intervals as well. The benevolent power is all magnificent. Okay? Can nothing top the benevolent power, the giver of the breath of life and consciousness. Your conscience comes with that eternal law embedded within it. So anytime you are going against the eternal law, you're going to be convicted in your conscience. because you know that it's wrong. It is that uneasy feeling that you get, that you treading on dangerous ground. But yet you continue being daring and all, and you become an adversary. A full-blown adversary. The more you dabble in going against your conscience, going against what's morally right, this has nothing to do with religion. I don't give a damn about religion. Religion is a counterfeit for righteousness. I am sick and tired of superficiality and vain lip service. You people want to say one thing and do another. We're supposed to live what we speak.
Why people hate me for speaking this truth, is a dang shame, okay? That I'm literally hated for speaking his true gospel. For the Most High's eyes run back and forth throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Not those who pretend to worship and serve him so that they can be honored and praised by their fellow men, all right, their fellow brethren, all right, and their heart is corrupted. The Most High ain't using them. No, the adversary is using them, okay? But the Most High power is using his people whose heart is perfect towards him. That's why this is connected to blessed are the pure of heart. And this. Blessed are the pure in heart, for we are the ones that shall see God. Okay? It's about the heart. It's about what's in your heart. But I, the Most High, searches all hearts and examines secret motives. I give all people their due rewards according to what their actions deserve. Jeremiah 17:10. He's going to give to every man according to our ways, according to the fruit of our deeds. That means we are going to reap what we sow. No amount of blood sacrifice is going to stop that eternal law from happening. Okay? Like a partridge hatching eggs, it did not lay, is the man who makes a fortune unjustly. Understand that happened during colonization. All right? And we've been living in a paradigm this entire time. Okay? Because the indigenous people who were colonized had all of our fortunes taken by force. All right? And all of these nations been able to parade themselves with our fortunes that was taken from us by force through raping, robbing, and murdering. And those who set themselves in authority created this whole false ass reality. And this is what we've been forced to live in this whole entire time. In the middle of his days, his riches will desert him, and in the end, he will be the fool. Okay? I'm damn near 50 years old. I am a living witness to the injustice of me and my people. I've lived my whole life wondering how come we're treated the way we're treated. And now I have the clarity and the understanding. I wondered my whole life how come the nations get to live lavishly like they're living and we're in utter poverty. Now I have the clarity and the understanding. And all of you who refuse to humble yourself, unlearn the wisdom of this world, repent, and change your heart, in the middle of your days, your riches are going to desert from you. And in the end, you will be the fool because you held on to fool's gold. Okay? And you casted off the real gold. The real gold is the oracles of the Great Spirit. The real gold is spiritual wealth. All right? So understand, the reason this says the heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure, who can understand it? It's not beyond cure. It only is if you refuse to subdue your ego. Okay? So if you refuse to subdue your ego and unlearn the wisdom of this world, then of course it's going to be beyond cure. All right? A hardened heart cannot perceive spiritual wealth. A hardened heart will keep you from perceiving spiritual truth, spiritual wealth, spiritual understanding, and clarity. So therefore, yes, your heart will be beyond cure. He's not going to force your heart to be cured, people. No, you have free agency. Okay? You have to open the door of your heart. Open the door of your heart. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and sup with him and him with me. Okay? This is an offer. It is a choice. It is not forced. Okay? But there's something that you have to do. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame, and I am set down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the people. The church, we are supposed to be the church. Okay? Not a building made with human hands. Okay? We are the temple. We are the church. Okay? So, humility is a must, people. That is the only way that you can open the door. If you hear his voice, you must humble yourself to open the door. You must be able to accept the spirit of truth, which comes to bring reproof. Once you can accept the reproof of the spirit of truth and you apply it to your life, then he will sup with you. Okay? And you will begin to eat of the sweet, abundant fruits of the Spirit. And you will grow in the Spirit and in truth. Okay? That is how you will be saved, people. Not by blindly believing upon a blood sacrifice. But by all means, continue in your erroneous ideologies of mortal men, because you have free agency. When you don't want to take accountability for your own damn actions, you will run to any and everything to deflect from you so that you don't have to take accountability. But understand that eventually, sooner or later, you are going to take accountability. Yes, you are. Alright, where did that scripture go? Hold on. I gotta find that again. That's in Jeremiah. Um, Repay them according to their deeds. Their deeds. Come on, man. It's in Jeremiah. Why are they all hiding it? Thank you. Okay, this one right here. I searched the heart. Alright, so this here. Alright. So, he examines the heart, people. Like, what is in your heart? Alright? Can't no physical mortal man looking on the outside of you see what's in you. The only way that others can see what is in you outwardly is by your actions. But the Most High can see your heart, even if your actions pretend to be doing good. The Most High knows when you're doing it in order to manipulate people. Okay? And you're gonna reap destruction for that. Alright? He examines the mind. Okay? He examines all of that. The heart and the mind. Can't no mortal man looking on the outside of you know what exactly is within your mind. The only way people will begin to know what's in your mind is when you do things in your actions outwardly. But the Most High knows the intent. Okay? And everybody is going to be rewarded according to our ways and by our deeds, what we deserve. Okay? We're all going to get what we deserve. Now, for the Most High's eyes run back and forth throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. But you love to mistreat us. Oh boy, do you love to mistreat us. And it's because you are influenced by the hypocrisy of liars, whose consciousness are seared with a hot iron. Okay? Therefore, your conscience has been seared with a hot iron because you are the blind following the blind. And you're refusing to subdue your ego to listen to someone that has relearned by way of the Spirit and showing you here about your conscience. When we oppose the hidden conscience, it does us hurt. When we betray it, it judges us. Okay? That was given to us by the Great Spirit, people. Okay? We have a conscience for a reason. All right? We are to keep our conscience pure. The conscience is the part of you that hears the Most High Power. Your conscience ought to be purified because it is the justification of the inward witness. Okay? Now, you must separate good apart from evil, people. Alright? Separate these things. Now, I really don't want this to be no 3-hour long video, bro. Let me find out where I'm at.
And the children of light is doing this.
Alright. Let me go ahead and end it here, and then I will bring it back up. And I didn't plan on having this be 2 freaking videos, bro. I was hoping to do this in 1 video, but I don't know how much more the Father is going to have me go into. I ain't got no notes on this. I flow by way of the Spirit, as always. So I will be right back to finish up this message. It is only 18 minutes long, the audio. So it's about maybe anywhere from 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes, I think. Alright, yeah, a little under 10 minutes or so. Well, over 10 minutes, I mean, my bad, people. About over 10 minutes. Or about 10 minutes, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, because I don't know where I gotta take it back to, but it's not that much more that we're gonna be going over, because we're a little over. Let me look at it one more time. Yeah, well, I don't know. I have to once I start it back up, I'll find out where exactly we are. But it shouldn't be too much more left, okay? But I did bring up this cosmic judgment. All right. I don't think it's necessary for me to read it. All right. Understand that this judgment is coming upon the wicked. Okay. The earth itself is about to take out the wicked. All right. So, anyway, people, I will be right back. Shalom.